Right, and I'll cut back to the video. So, yeah, we made a video to go on the Grey Heron Internal Arts YouTube channel. So, hi everyone. Morning. Thanks for coming back after our break. Yes, I had a wonderful time in. We went to Somerset. I went to this place called Bridgewater. So some areas of Bridgewater were very posh and some were very not posh at all. And it was very cheap accommodation. And you kind of got what you paid for, but it was fine. So, but
somewhere to sleep, I always say.
it was somewhere to sleep, and it was fine. And I had an equally strange place that I stayed in recently because I went to summer school in Birmingham, and that was equally strange. And they had a staircase that was almost vertical, which was a bit scary because I had to go up. I had a concert, so I had to bring my cello with me and dragging the cello. So what we're doing, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, welcome. And we're doing a mostly seated class. I've been asked about seated exercise, so I thought, well, it's been a while since we've done any training, and it would be a good thing to do some basic sitting down. So some sitting down Tai Chi, and then we'll probably do a bit of standing up Tai Chi after we've been fortified with our tea break. So we've got tea break. Unfortunately, I've only got the almond milk, and I've got some soya, but I think the almond's a bit better. And I've just been, I prefer oat milk's my favourite, but I left it at the concert venue, so they don't have to drink it. So we're just nice and tall, nice and relaxed, and we're just going to start. Let's just tune into our arms, and what we'll do is we'll do some. I've been doing a little bit of body scan exercise, so like an awareness exercise from meditation that I've started practicing again. I'm trying to do it every day now, but we'll do a mini version of that. And then we're just going to turn. So when you're doing the first of the loosening exercise and turning, we'll have a look at this. We'll have a look at this standing up as well. But I'll just show you that from the side. So we're breathing, turning. And I've just been given confirmation. It took a while because Pete has been incredibly busy. And we'll put the music on in a bit as well. We'll do, might be nice to have a look at them. I had some very nice Tai Chi at the summer school. Really, really good. Really nice students, all the marked students, all fat. So very hot. Nearly boiling. It's so hot. And then the other thing, so really lots of Tai Chi, so that was good. And the other thing that was exciting that happened while I was on holiday was we went on the steam train. So there was the Western Somerset Railway, and it's mostly run by volunteers, and it's fantastic. So it's highly recommended. I was thinking of doing like something like a Tai Chi trains or something, see if I could get a freebie by doing while people are waiting to get on the trains. You could do like a little 20-minute session on the platform at Tai Chi trains. I was thinking of that. And then that way I could get on the train after and go up to the next one and get to go on the steam train all day for nothing. I was thinking that'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? So sort of trains of well-being. So, I was just thinking that'd be quite a good. So we're just turning, we're sinking the hips. We're breathing. And so when you're turning, the chair gets in the way. It's a lot less room than when you're doing it standing up, but you can still do quite a lot. I would just do this. So yeah, the milkman's not here this morning, is he? But that's all right. We can manage. We're all breathing. Yeah. And then I was in Southend on Saturday I had a concert with an orchestra up playing, and then because it was an afternoon concert, I hung around. But the sea was like brown coloured, and people were swimming in it. Apparently, it's safe to swim, and it just looks horrible. It really did. And I got my feet wet, and then I was like, no, and I used my water bottle. I was like, sorry. But I think it's just very muddy water, but mud probably filters out the impurity or
I was
something.
going to say there's a lot of people in there probably churning it all up.
There were lots of people in there. It was ridiculous. I've never seen it. I mean, because my mum lives in Brighton, so we just go like this. We're just going to do some back exercises. So we'll do the seating in a minute. I just wanted to warm up all the joints, and then we'll look at this body awareness exercise. So notice your feet. That's it. And it might be quite nice when I've got a bit more organised. I'd like to I'll get some of those TerraBand things, because you can do the Tai Chi exercises using the bag, because that's what I was doing with Mark. And all the exercises we do, if you do it with a band, and we can do that sitting down as well, and we're not having to worry about.
If I hug around, I think there's several at home.
You've got some at
I
home?
think so.
Okay, well,
I think-
I can get some, because that counts as a business
I
expense.
don't know what.
We can
what
just
has to
use
go.
the weakest ones, and then if you want, I'll supply the weakest ones, and if you want one a bit more welly, you'll have to buy your own, but
I left mine behind.
yeah. But you can do those like with the punching and things like that, so we'll do more of a kind of sort of Tai Chi strength and balance type thing. There we go, so we're sinking the hips. And we're breathing. And we're relaxing. So you just want to relax, and you want to spend a while. So what I was noticing, let's do this one now. So it's as if, you know, maybe you dropped a tenner, so you just pick the tenner up. And then oh look, there's one drop the other side. Move this out of the way so people can see what I'm doing. And the cows. Yeah, it's like being in the Archers, isn't it? So yeah, for those of you online, the cows are back. It's a very exciting village region, and there's cows mooing. It's quite funny. Moving cows.
You are in the middle of the country.
We are definitely in the middle of the country, because you get the cockerels here as well, isn't there? You get the cockerel crowing. Okay, and then
My daughter used to, but at funny hours, not at dawn, but about 4 o'clock.
Yeah. So now there's a cow back, and now
No, it does sound
it does sound like the cow's coming from over there, but over there is a bunch of houses. So where is the cow? Is it
Tell you
in the
this-
house? What it might be projecting.
Yeah.
It's echoing. Oh, the cow moves. Yeah. Well, you know. So you reckon the moon is echoing all around? Excellent. It's over there. Okay. Unless it's very fast. No, moving. So, yeah, we were postulating, because I drove past a lot of cows in Somerset. And then there seemed to be a herd of black and white ones, and then you'd see them Frisians, is it? Frisians. And then I'd be there for about half an hour, like, oh look, they followed us. So, because there was another one, and they actually looked like the other cows. And
You really ought to go to the Isle of Man, because that's all you see is cows and sheep.
Cows and sheep, yeah, brilliant. Oh, we
That's what I
didn't
say.
see so many sheep in Somerset. It was mostly cows. I mean,
It's
If you go anywhere in the southwest and it's all farm.
But they haven't got foxes, they haven't got badgers, they haven't got moles,
oh,
they haven't got anything like
that
that.
sounds like a gardener's blitz,
Because-
doesn't it?
They've never got there.
Yeah.
They never learned to swim, you mean?
They've never got there.
No,
So they said we haven't got them. And they don't allow them to be taken onto the island, so
good thing.
Good thing.
it's good.
And then we'll go in the other direction. So when you're doing
It's a
any
bit
of
like
these
Ireland with
exercises,
snakes, isn't it? There's no snakes in Ireland.
yeah, when you're doing any of, unless it's a pet one, when you're doing these exercises, it is worth repeating them lots. So doing lots of repetitions. So one thing I worked out in the summer school I was at, we'd do a move and then we'd practice it a few times, but it wasn't quite enough because when I went to see Mike last Wednesday, we basically did the same thing over and over and over and over again. And then once you got over the, oh, we're still doing this. Oh, we're still doing this again. And actually got into it, it had improved a lot than if we just done less repetitions. And you kind of, it's like you're hardwiring. I hope this shape sounds like some strange noise. You're hardwiring the movement in the body, and then you're not really needed to think about it, and then you can relax into it by doing it lots and lots of times. So this is a good one for backs, especially in the hot weather. There we go. So let's do the Tai Chi goalie. So I don't know its real name. I just call it Tai Chi goalkeeping just because it looked like. I watched the football match between the Spanish ladies and the England ladies, and that bloke's resigned finally. I mean, for goodness. Ew. Yeah, I was like, well, that's good, you know. Although he never said I shouldn't have done that, he just said my position's on thingy, whatever. And I thought, well, you know, it's just amazing. It's 2023, and you think, and they're still having to deal with that nonsense. Yeah. I mean, come on. But anyway, Tai Chi goalkeeping, and the shirt lot. What are they? Nike. They finally said they're going to make a shirt, the goalkeeper
I
lady.
was going to say, yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, but they finally done it a few weeks after that. But at least, you know, they could have ranked it in if they'd have actually worked out, because
Well, they lost out, didn't they? Because a lot of them have been.
they were
forced,
shooting
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
They must have felt quite silly about that, because apparently the fashions for people that support football is different between men supporters and women supporters, and the women supporters are more likely to wear a goalie shirt than what a man. They're more interested in people that support
Tickets, yeah.
but we're more sensible. So you know, it's whoever's like the best person at whatever position will support. So I thought, okay, so they tweaked finally, that's good. So anyway, Tai Chi goalkeeping, you start here. So political rank over, transfer the weight onto that sitting bone and the foot, and then you keep one hand above the head and one hand sort of here like this. And then you get this stretch, you see, you feel the stretch. Now keep breathing, then you come back to the middle and settle. So, and then you transfer your weight and lean a bit. Don't lean so much you fall and jump out the chair. It's not that big a goal. And then you come back, that's it. Oh, and there we go. You all look amazing. This is fabulous. And then you come back, and it's a good one for the back, and also very good for the shoulders. It's a good one for the shoulders. Let's do a couple more. So I've realised I need to up the number of repetitions I'm doing. And if you notice that you're getting bored, you'll get over it eventually. It's good. But so I was noticing that last Wednesday. I was thinking, are we still doing this exercise? But we've not done anything. I thought, come on, get over yourself. And once I did, it was really good. So it's like, there we go. Marvelous. Okay. Let's just tune into the office. And then just do one arm. So because we're in a chair, just be very careful about not bashing. Don't break the chairs here. And watch out for things like walls as well. So if you're practicing at home, walls, chairs, cups of tea. I have knocked cups of tea over while doing my loosening. Oops. Luckily none of my housemates were out, so they didn't witness it. So I just mopped it up and pretending and very good. And when I'm doing it this way, I slightly lean. So you're just getting that shoulder joint. So the shoulder joint, it's a freely movable joint. So you need to get a lot of they can get stuck. You can get these frozen shouldery things. So this is just to help keep the mobility up. And you're just allowing it to naturally swing. Okay, now let's try that the other side. So we just tune into our posture. So the feet are shoulder width apart. You're feeling the ground under the feet. You're sinking your sitting bones down. Now, for those of you that are watching this that are tall and the chair that you're in, you want to have the hips either at the, this is from someone that I was asking about that's like a posture specialist. The hips need to be higher or at the same level, preferably higher. When my cello teacher, she's an Alexander teacher. I'm hoping to see her at some point this year. She's I've just been really busy. She does all the posture and being relaxed, and she's saying the importance of being relaxed. And also, if you're sitting in a chair, what you might want to do is have a cushion underneath, or you can get those wedge things. They're the best things, she said. And then you have the hips higher than and then you're sinking your sitting bones down, and then you can really lengthen, and then you just draw your chin in. So that stretches the back of the neck, and you're floating through the head. So, and then when we lean, so let me just move that so I don't whack it up. So we're just we're doing a very slow, long warm up, and then we're going to look at so I've been training, doing the online meditation things by Tara Brack. She's a meditation teacher. I think she's a psychotherapist specialising in trauma, and she's got a long-term health condition, a sort of debilitating mobility condition. And she teaches meditation in America, but all over the world because of the internet. You can very good basic meditation teachers. So we'll just do a little snippet of that after, but it's what I find you can sit and do your mindfulness of body scan meditation, and then back to the middle, and then we just do both. So we're just turning the waist and just letting the arms swing. That's it. But what you can do is, before you've done any moving, is just do the sitting down and breathing. Then you can work out where your bits are, where your stiff areas. But I prefer to just loosen up a bit first and then sit and do my meditation, just so my body is as comfortable as it can possibly be. But you can skip all that and just go straight into the sitting quietly. And that can be quite nice as well. So there's different approaches. I think I'll ask Mike, because he does a meditation every day. He does 40 minutes a day, 40 minutes a day, just sitting. And he doesn't practice the Tai Chi standing exercise. Well, I like the Tai Chi standing exercise, but I'm going to ask him if it's okay to do like a little warm up and joint mobilization if he does it. You want to look after all your joints. And be kind. It's all about being kind to your body, doing things that are nice for you. So this one, when you're doing it in a chair, I'll just show you that on the diagonal, is I do that. So at the beginning we were doing these exercises. So let's just review those again. So forward and back, and then side to side. So you can do it with your hand on your waist if that's easier, or you can have your hands loose. And then round and round, I like to put my hands on my knees, then I can actually feel the change in pressure through both hands and through both feet. So it's all. So, yeah, so we finally got confirmation from the Pleasance in Overstrand. There's going to be a weekend retreat. There's no post yet because I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to make a poster and hand it out to people. The Pleasance in Overstrand, the food is excellent. Now you can get, so it's 2.5 days, and if you want ensuite, all your meals, and we do, I'll show you the music later, the soaking music, and I do a bit of mindful movement, so Tai Chi based mindful movement. And then we go around in the other direction, just to feel what's going on. So it's Friday evening, all day Saturday, and most of Sunday till 4 o'clock. So it's something like 4 o'clock on Friday to 4 o'clock on Sunday. And it's relaxing music, exercise, relaxing music, but all very, very gentle with cake and lots of nice food. And I think it's £211 for ensuite accommodation, or 180 for the weekend for not ensuite, but you can still, they've got shower, all the showers are all right. It's a very nice Christian retreat centre, it's really good. Overstrand in Norfolk Coast, and the sea is beautiful. So what I do is I do pre-breakfast Tai Chi class, so from 7 o'clock, I think it's 7 o'clock till 7 o'clock, 15 to 8, and then we all go and have our breakfast. But you don't have to, and I usually do that on the beach or sometimes in the garden or something. And there was one time when we did it, and this will be in October. It's October the 6th to the 8th, so we got a little bit of time. And we watched the sun come up off the sea while we were doing our Tai Chi. It's absolutely delightful. It's fantastic. So I've just got to make a poster for it today, and then go and see the Histon printer people and just print out some little flyers and just give them out to people. But it'd be really good. So we're just breathing in and out. So now when we do this one, is you're like this, rather than, and you just use that first movement to just let the arms swing. So it's a bit like a pendulum, and you're just allowing the arms to drop. That's it. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Good. But there'll be it'll be kind of seated and standing mindful exercise, and the music. I'll show you some of the. I'll play the music that you'll be hearing on the weekends, and I join in a bit. He does most of the music, and then I'll join in with my string instruments. So. Keep breathing small. So be nice and tall in your body. Good. That's okay. Let's do some shoulder, some arm and shoulder stuff and neck stuff, and some knee and ankle, and then we'll sit still for it. This is really hard work, isn't it? Terrible. So but it's important being able, one thing Mike was talking about, I mean, that's one of the things that is really good about the way Mike teaches, is because of all the meditation he does. When you're learning with him, there's this real sense of quietness. It's inside, and it's very reassuring. It's and he's just, and it's very, very quiet, and it's moving from stillness. He's really got that. He's really got that quality. So in the Tai Chi Classics, it says stillness within movement. Finding the stillness within the movement, and also moving from stillness. So there's this kind of quiet, still center in everything that we're doing that he's really got in buckets. It's fabulous the way he does it. More so, you know, like Barry's really great, and I almost trained with him on Sunday, but my rehearsal overran. But Barry McGinnis, very, he's got the fitness and stuff, but there's not quite the quietness that Mike's, you know, all the different teachers I work with, they've all got
different things.
it's a bit like that thing in the was it Indian mythology when you got the visually impaired people and the elephant, and the king asked them, what does the elephant look like? And they went, oh, it's got a funny stringy thing here, or it's got great big, it's a big tree trunk. It was like a legend in Indian, like Aesop's fable type thing. But,
Oh, right, yeah.
you know, yeah. So then basically everyone's got their own view into something that's not necessarily the full picture. That's quite nice to, you know, if you're out and about and you're on holiday and there happens to be a Tai Chi class, I would go along to it just to see things from a different perspective, and it's quite interesting. So what are we doing now? Oh yeah, let's just shape. But I personally find it easier to do a bit of the meditating stuff once I've actually warmed up a bit. So we do the piano, playing the piano. So out and in. And then circle the hands. So we go outwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then inwards, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, shake out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, small circle, 2, 3, very good, 5, 6, 7, 8, small circle, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when we do the big circle, because we're in a chair, we do that movement. You cross the hands. We won't do it fast. We'll just do the nice big open, like open to the whole world, lovely. And we go like this. We come open, marvelous. So yeah, it'll be at the Pleasance in Overstrand in Norfolk. By the sea, there's a really nice ice cream van right next to the cliff. There's a crab, if you like crab thing, crab shop. There's fish and chips somewhere. It's beautiful. The garden is full of flowers. It's very peaceful. It's very peaceful. It's lovely, really nice weekend. It has gone up in price quite a bit. But what hasn't? Well, this hasn't. But apart from Tai Chi classes, I've got community Tai Chi classes. Everything else is really expensive. And then, I mean, I should really put my prices up, but I'm like feeling somewhat obtuse about the concept at the moment. If it gets to a point where I need to, I will. But we're all right at the moment. I think it's quite nice to have an oasis of affordability. That's my plan. So, you know, if I get lots of people coming, then so and then what else is happening? Next Monday is the start of the new class in Burwell, 5 o'clock till 6 on the 18th. And that's a £5, and that's sort of looking at a little bit more of the fitness, but it's still, and it will be an all-standing class, but it will still be quite good. And then we do it again. Lovely. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then opposite. Someone's having that breeze, isn't it?
Yes, it's lovely.
That was the problem, wasn't it? And then over and under. That was the problem with before. There wasn't a breeze, and it was this hot, oppressive, horrible heat. So, and then, but at least you know, like we just got like the tail end of it. All them European, like 46, was it? 46. That must have been appalling. And we just shake. That's it. Have a little, we'll do wiggle. So just wiggle your body and particularly concentrate on the spine. You can do that one. I've done that where and then you do it the other way. That's new, I've not done that one for a while. It's, I'll practice it, because I learned that one in Newcastle, that one. Okay, and then let's just shake a leg. Shake a leg, and the cow's mooing again. We're getting comedy cow moves. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice move. If I had my fiddle on me, I could tell you what note that was.
Do it again, Nancy.
Yeah. Right, and then we just do this, heel and toe. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Marvellous. Let's do the other side. This is just so people can see at home. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then fun. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you look amazing. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fabulous. And then you stretch the leg out, and we're going to circle. We're going to circle the foot. 1, 2. You can relax your arms all like this. 4, 5. Good posture. 6, 7, and 8. And then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. 7, 8. And then pick the foot and give your ankle a shake. Give it a shake if you can. Don't worry, if you can't reach your foot, that's fine. And then we'll do that the other side. Did we do that one side?
No.
No, okay. 2, 3. Right, it's hard to keep track. When it's hot, your brain kind of looks a bit, doesn't it? And then we'll just shake again. Oh, you shake the ankle. Shake the ankle. Give it a shake. Oh, let's do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't really matter about the order because all of it works. 1, 2, 3. So there's nothing crucial about the order. 6, 7, 8. Right, and then wiggle your toes. So I'll just show you with the fingers what we're doing. We're doing this with the toes. Now, don't worry if you can't move each toe individually. It's sort of almost impossible. But Eva Kaskuba, she says it's worth just persevere with seeing if you can try and get each individual toe to move. Because it does useful things for the brain. And then what you do is you lift the toes up and then you put them down, but you focus on one toe in particular and try and get that. So you go big toe, pointy toe or pointy finger toe, middle toe, ring finger toe, and little toe. So I don't know what they call the toe, because I know they call the fingers different things, don't they? The ring finger and
Yeah. I don't know what they
it's weird, isn't it? But if you focus on each individual toe, it's just so what happens, because there's so many sensory receptors in the feet, you want to up your awareness of the feet, because whatever says is it creates a balance map in the brain. So by focusing on the feet, it's a good thing for the brain. So yeah, it's more complicated than that. You can look at the actual site, do a Google, look at the actual science of how, they put electrodes on people's brains and work out which bit of the brain's being activated by what's being done and all that. But basically improves your balance. That's all I needed to know. There's much more complicated explanations and they're great, but it's good just by focusing on it. And then what we'll do is just do a little bit of so you make a cup shape and you just, we'll do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we'll do 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then massage the knee. Let's give the knee a massage. Because, your knee joint can get a bit of... It's good to be very kind to your knee joint. So now try that. See, it works, doesn't it? Isn't that good? Okay, let's do the other leg, otherwise we'll be wonky. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then massage that knee. And then we got So what I do when I do that one, I have the foot out a bit, then I can get my hand there properly when you're sitting down. Okay, and then we'll just swing that, and then we got, that's feeling a bit better, isn't it? Okay, right, so now we'll do the neck fight last, we'll just go out and in. So this is from Eva Kaskuba, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we do the other one. So I keep I don't turn my body in this particular version. 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. And then we'll, yeah, so remember that one. 1, 2, you can do it in a chair. Come forwards a bit. 3, 4, 2, 3. So it's a little bit more leaning in that. 4, 5, 6. It's good for the brain, isn't it? 7, 8. Well, let's do the other side. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So you can do that one standing up. It's a bit easier to do standing up, but you could maybe try leaning. That might work. Yeah, it works more with the lean actually. I just worked that out. Yeah. So if you're doing that, and then that helps mobilise your hip joints. So we've done the toes, we've done the ankles, we've done the knees, we've done the hips, and also that one mobilise. Let's do that one again. 1, 2, 3. Do 5, 4, 5, and then go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check. Right, we've got 10 minutes before tea time. I'm being mindful of that. Very important tea break. Fantastic. Let's look, that's the only reason why I'm coming, is it? Let's look at the, I mean, it's definitely the case in Ely. People, keep active Ely. I think we just, because we get proper cups there, because we used to get those disposable cups that they're supposed to be eco, but then I thought about it. I said, even though they might be made of stuff that's eco, you've still got to throw them away.
Yeah.
That's not eco, is it? Really, if you think about it. I know, why don't I ask for some donations of cups? Loads of people are always getting rid of cups. And I've got this box, and then we ended up with about 20 cups in it. And then people bring their own cups. And then we have tea in a cup, and we just have to do a bit of washing up at the end. That's more eco. So, and you get a proper cup of tea in a proper cup. So it's all good. So we'll just do some, let's just we turn them up, marvellous. And we're all breathing. Fantastic. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then semicircle. But yeah, it's quite popular now. We're getting I think we're getting more numbers at Ely. We get loads of different drinks. We get tea, coffee, hot chocolate, and people will bring out extra tea, like herbal tea, and then someone will turn up with biscuits. So it's all really good. Really good. And then in amongst all the tea break, we do a bit of exercise. So right, okay, now you just let the head hang like that. And come back to the middle, and then we just let the head hang, just relax the shoulder. You can even just let the arm hang like that, and then that will just Oh, that's so nice. And let's just do one more each side. Oh, there you go. Let's do a couple more arm exercises, and then we'll do quiet sitting before tea. And we'll look at some silk reading. We'll probably after tea I think we'll stand up after that, but just to kind of, so just and the pen weighs its way. We rotate that, beautiful, and we're breathing. So you just want to flying pen, mooing cow. So, I'm very curious as to what that note is. And then, so I'll be curious. We'll do some silk reading as well, and then we'll look at this body scan and then see, and have the tea, and then see how that affects our silk reading. So we're working on silk readings number 1 and 2 in no particular hurry, and we'll have a look at footwork. Might try some foot exercises as well for balance. 6, I think this is it, 7, 8, marvellous. Okay, and then we'll do the bird folds its wings. So there we are. And then this time, because we're in a chair, we go forward. So we're doing that forward and back thing. And then you push down the feet and come upright. That's it. So I learned a new sword form. Well, no, I got to go have a go at a new sword form. I've not learnt it because I've got to practice it and try and remember it. But it was very interesting, and I got a very useful Chinese broadsword, so the curvy sword. Very useful chopping up and down drill, which was very good. It's very good for your bone density doing swords. So we can always have a go at that as well at some point. It's quite fun because we've got a nice high ceiling, you see. So and it will probably be the most exciting thing that's ever happened in Reach. So I've got to contact my friend. I've got a friend that's very good at making things out of wood in Ely. He lives in a boat in Ely. And he also makes things out of stone. So I've got to ask him about, I want to have an electric cello that he can make me out of stone, which I thought that could be quite fun. Like a kind of electric, but not all the way just a stone, because of the resonances, it could be quite fun. And I wanted to make me some swords, because then I can teach everyone some basic sword exercise. Very good for bone density, very good for strengthening. A lot more fun than using a Tai Chi, using a weight. The things you can use a sword. Much more fun. So there we are. So we've got that one. We've not done this one yet. One down, one up, rotate and over. Just that's good. One down, one up, rotate and over. So because it's been a few weeks, I just thought let's just do a proper warm up, just to get our bodies just so, and then we can. So we're just noticing what's happening while we're doing it. 6, and then one more time each side. So breathing in and out. So I'm going to have a sip of water. Just because it's been quite hot. So in the hot weather, because you want to make sure even though it's less hot, it's still what 27, 28 degrees today. That's still, if this had been normal, that would have been too hot. It feels cooler, but it's still very hot. So it's just not as hot as 33. That was horrible. But,
On my car, it said it was 21 when I come across.
yeah, it was 21 in my car when I got here this morning. You know, that's for that time of day, it's pretty hot, so
I think it was like 20 during the night, wasn't
That
it?
one,
yeah,
Wasn't it?
yeah, it wasn't as bad as the night before. I couldn't
Oh,
hardly
that
think
was
at all,
horrible.
because I was just too hot, and we had a fan, and we switched it on, and then it got so hot, the fan, it sort of, it
Wasn't doing
overheated
anything.
and stopped working. And I was like, oh, great. So I had to resort to the trick I use at Cambridge Folk Festival when we're stewing and we're too hot. What we do is I've got a thin towel. I have, and then I can get it, run it on with a cold tap, you wring it out, and you just wear it around the neck like a scarf. And it's really good. And the other thing I do is if I'm outdoors and it's too hot, I've got my baseball cap or a hat, but I have a handkerchief that I wet. And then I'll put the handkerchief that's wet on there, and then the hat, and then if I wet the hat, so there was a lot of, we know all the tricks from stewing and how not to overheat, but you've got, you know, and obviously drinking lots of water. But it's, it affects, I mean, the reason why we're doing a long warm up is because of the previous, the amount of heat we've been having, it does affect the body. And you want to be kind to your body, and you want to get all the joints. So how your joints feeling better now, aren't they? Yeah, it's
I
worth
said
it.
they always
Yeah.
do. I always think they're really, your knees will feel better.
Yeah, when you've done a bit of time,
Yeah, just
so So what I did with Tara, I mean, what we might do is I might actually, what I'll do is I'll have to, because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, but I'll stop the recording. For what we'll do is we'll do a 12-minute, we'll do a little introduction body scan, and then we'll do it with the proper expert, and she'll talk you through it. She does a weekly live meditation all over the world on she does it on YouTube and on Zoom and things, and hundreds of people tune in all over the world. Well, mostly in America because of the time it's on. It's usually on after midnight, so I usually do it after. And she'll go through everything and then the talk afterwards. So I'm more interested in the actual meditation bit, and then the talky bit I'll tend to switch off after that. Go, no, I've got to bed. You know, but she's very, so you just have your feet, so notice the feet, just put your hands on your lap. And what we're going to do, we're just going to breathe in and breathe out. So as you were breathing in and out, I'll put my glasses in my pocket there. As you're breathing in and out, notice the breath as it comes in, notice the breath as it comes out. So we're just following the breath.
oh dear.
Yeah, don't worry if you do warning. I mean, what tends to happen, we're only doing a short one because what I tend to do is I'm listening, her voice is so relaxing, you fall asleep. Like I listened to her last night, I'm trying to listen to this meditation at least once a day, if not twice a day, just because I find it very useful. So notice what you can hear. And just get your muscles, just think of the muscles of softening and relaxing, and getting good posture so you're aligning along the spine. And noticing the contact with the ground and the feet. Just focus on the feet. So notice what you're feeling in your feet. Notice the toes. And it's like you're just doing a light scan of the body. I tend to, when I'm doing a body scan meditation, I'll start with the feet. And then focus on the ankles. Just get them to relax and soften. Focus on your knees, both knees. So you're allowing your awareness to lightly rest on the body or the part of the body that you're focusing on. Breathing in and out. And just focus on your hips and sitting bones. So notice the contact through the sitting bones. Let go in the lower back and the muscles relax. Focus on your lower than your tummy. Notice how tummy moves as you breathe in and breathe out. Soft light awareness of the area you're focusing on. And focus on the lower back. Think of the back relaxing and releasing. And focus on the upper back. So you've got the spine, you've got right just below the shoulders, area. Notice how the back's moving as you're breathing. And focus on the chest. Muscles of the chest, just allow them to release. And focus. Keep focusing on that area. So it's just a light observational thing going. And focus on the neck and the shoulder muscles. Keep breathing in and out. And then focus on your face. So notice how your face is feeling. Breathing in and out, very good. Just focus around the skin around the skull. Breathing in and out. We'll just go back to focusing on the breath. So follow the breath as it comes in. And follow the breath as it comes out. Check your posture, make sure you've got good posture. And you just gently but intentionally putting yourself in the correct posture. And then rub the hands together. And we'll just do a little bit of we'll just polish the face. Polish the face. So that was a mini sort of a body scan that Tara practiced much better once. That was just but The back of the neck, just rub the back of the neck. Right. Rub either side of the ear. So if you've got hearing aids, be careful that they don't ping out when you're doing this one. And then just rub the neck, just rub the neck. And then straight down the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straight down. 1, 2. Watch out for glasses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we just stroke down the leg. 1, 2, 3. So the same thing that improves the awareness of the body. So you can do that physically through touching the body. 6, 7, 8. Or you can do like a body scan exercise, body scan meditation, and you can use your mind to feel what's going on in the body. And it's good to do both approaches personally, because then they're 7, 8, and then we'll just rub the lower back, rub the lower back. And rub the tummy. And you can do, you can shake, dragon shakes the pearl. So you grab hold of your tummy like that and just wobble it up and down. Dragon shakes the pearl. Dragon shakes the pearl. This is one of the ones I learned from Eva. And you can do that either side and up and down. And it's quite a nice one. She says you're supposed to let it hang out. We're not trying to say we can stop that. And you can tap it. It's a nice one. You know, it's good. So in Tai Chi, they don't sort of try and they're quite like the tummy's just hanging nice.
We're in.
We're in fine on that one. Yeah. And then let's do this one. So you come across and down, across. So this is one we did with Mark Peters in Birmingham in the summer school. So it's very, very hot. I'll have my hat on this stuff. It's very, very hot. And the other way. Nice, isn't it? It's better than having to do too much thinking, you know, but it's quite good. And then we just 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can 2, 3, 4. That's another one from there. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. So what we'll do is I'll try and remember to do the Tara Brach one. She does a 12-minute one. She does normally do about. I'd also studied it with the John Cabot, the mindfulness guy. He does a 40-minute one, but you'll have to do that one yourselves. But 12 minutes is fine in a Tai Chi class, and her voice is very soothing. She is American, so she's got American accent, but it's quite. You can do it lying down as well, but then there's a danger of falling asleep. So very well to do it lying down. Bring a yoga mat with you and a pillow, and you just lie down, and you can hear her voice. It's really soothing, and then you do. Even if you have fallen asleep, you do feel more aware of your body, even if you've obviously done it like subliminally. So we'll try that out next week with the full. Was that all right, that exercise, focusing on different? Anyone got any comments about that or anything? Or no? It's a nice thing to do. It's very relaxing. You just have to sit there and noticing. But what does happen if you do the longer versions of the body scan? I do kind of short ones. You find yourself drifting on, thinking about, I haven't hung the laundry up, or I wonder what I ought to get from the shops. And you start doing that. And then when you notice that's happening, you just go back to the exercise and come back to your body, because it's natural to get distracted. That's why it's good to have someone talking you through it that knows what, because she's been doing this for at least 40, teaching it for at least 40 odd years. So she really is an expert at this. And it's a good thing to do in combination with your Tai Chi. Because Tai Chi is basically like a form of meditation that you move around in, and you're noticing things while you're doing it. So it's along those same lines. Except that Tai Chi, it's a martial art, so you can use it you can do applications, or you can use it in combat situations. So we were doing these very soft qigong exercises with Mark, and then he was actually showing us how you could use it for a self-defense. And just these movements, oh yeah, you like we were doing this one, and it just was very relaxing, really nice. And you just thought, oh, that's lovely. And he goes, now if someone's trying to grab hold of your wrist, this is how it works. Or if someone's trying to hit you, and I was like, oh, okay. So they look lovely and like art, but you can use them for whacking people. And I thought, well, that's fantastic. So not you know, we probably won't ever get to do,
But you do it very gracefully.
but you do it, yeah, you do it very gracefully, and in sort of application situation, it definitely looks less graceful. But the movement is very, very graceful. All the movements you could use if you needed to in a, not that I ever go in combat situations, because, you know, I mean, at the most, you know, someone's rude and I ask them to leave, that's about it. You know, so or someone in the pub, you can, but it's nice to know it's there. So let's just look at silk reading number 1 and 2. Then we're better. Oh my goodness, we're late for 2. Wow, how did that happen? We'll have what we'll do, I suggest we'll do a bit of silk reeling, and we'll do a bit of silk reeling standing up, and then we'll have a tea break before we go. Because we've worked pretty hard relaxing and doing as little as possible. So let's do silk reeling sitting down, and then we'll do silk reeling standing up. Sorry about that. I hope the people watching on YouTube aren't too bored out of their brains. Sorry about that. And so we're just doing the silk reeling. So I'm feeling the weight shift, and this is all good for balance. And then next week, so those of you watching on YouTube, I will put the link to the Tara Brach talk, the meditation talk for the next week's class. Just because of the copyright thing, really, you ought to watch the actual video. Those of you that are doing this class, go and see her. She does some good stuff. You got Christina Feldman, she's pretty good. There's loads of people that are very good meditation, and they're also peaceful and nice to hang out with as well. When I've been, I sometimes go training. I'm not a meditator. I practice it a bit, but I'm not a teacher of it. But I hang around with people that are, and they all tend to be really nice, very peaceful and nice to hang out with, and just generally lovely. So it's worth, you know, even if you never take up meditation ever again, it's worth just hanging out with them because they're so nice, thoughtful. They're very thoughtful. So have a think of that on the floor, and I'll just show you that. And we're turning the waist, so it's a little less room in a chair. But it's very nice to do, and you can just tune into the natural elasticity of the body. So that's something that Mark touched upon, your anatomy trains and your elasticity in the body. Okay, let's do number 2. So it's like this. So again, I just teach beginners. So there are plenty of videos out there with people that are like grandmasters of this stuff. Go and watch them. They're fabulous. You know, Grandmaster Chen Xiao Wang, Grandmaster Chen Zhenglei. They really watch those high-level people, instructors and practitioners, because they're really, really good. Really good. So, yeah, I am by no means an expert at all, but this is very good for me personally. I find lots of things. That's it. So you want to relax the arms more, just the arms float. That's it. And so it's down. So let's just do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marvelous. Okay, let's do the other side, and we'll do standing up, and then we'll be let off for good behaviour. Let off early for good behaviour. So I'll let you know, because I'm trying to find a cheaper way of getting some swords. I want to teach everyone. I had so much fun spending a whole day, 7 hours, waving this wooden sword about. I was loving it. Oh, it was so much fun. I thought, well, I had so much fun. I don't want to, exclude everyone else from the potential of fun waving a big sword. Oh, it's brilliant, fantastic. And there are all these children, because we were in this park, there are all these children looking longingly at the sword. It's like, yeah. So fantastic. Okay, let's just shake out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some. Oh, feels good, doesn't it? That's another one from Eva Cascuda. Thank you, Eva. You're awesome. She won. So let me just show you how to stand up with style. So don't join in yet. Just watch. 1, 2, 3, and then sing. Right, that was the demonstration. Let's give that. Oh, and sitting down. Let me just show you that. I'll show you that. So you feel the back of the chair, and then you sing. So you sing, and then this is like the pendulum. It's a bit like Monkey King takes a seat, actually. Pendulum swing, dun, 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 dun. You don't even need to look, because you can feel it, and then you come forward a bit, and that's much better. And you do it slowly, so it's up like a rocket, down like a feather. So we'll do how to stand up and sit down. It's worth doing. I did that with Eva again. She does all practically sensible stuff that's good for you. So let's just do this. So we'll go 1, 2, push down the feet up, then 3. Lovely. And you sit down. Or just get up how you can, don't worry about it. Practice it at home. Yes. Practice going up and down out of the chair until you can do it. Until you can do it. And what I'll do is, while we're having our tea break, we won't film the tea break, those of you on YouTube. You'll have to have your own tea break at home. But tea is very important. Let's go to that one, so you can see you've got a bit more room. And we won't go into a huge horse stance. I mean, I've been doing quite big horse stances because I'm trying to get my legs super strong. But you don't have to do that. So we'll do a slightly wider than usual Wu Chi, and we'll do our sit reading from there. So we'll just do this. And we're just going to try those 2. No, we didn't get to do any of the stepping. Oh, well, then. 3. We'll do 8 each side. 4. That's good. Yeah. Well, it must have all worked, all that stuff we were doing earlier. Nice job. 6. Again, check out Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang's videos of Chen Bing. He's very good at the silk reading. Or 6, 7, and 8. And then there's a few other anyone that's called Chen somebody that's a grandmaster. There's a few of them. They're all great. And they're all different, even though they're from the same village, and they've been learning the same art. They all interpret it different. It's amazing, and it's wonderful to look at. 6, 7, there we go, and 8, and then we go the other direction like this. 1. So I didn't want to do too much on our first one back of the academic year, really. After we had quite a large gap, didn't we? And then we had the bank holidays. So you want to pace yourselves. That's it. That's getting much better, everyone. Just have more of a waist turn. 7. That's it. Very good. Very good. 8. And I'll try not to sleep next week when we're listening to Tara Brach. 2. That's it. So it goes down, outwards at the bottom and inwards at the top, towards at the top, way at the bottom. 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. So yeah, that was a little bit of a. So we finally got to do some actual Tai Chi, didn't we? Well, yeah, let's do embrace the tiger and turn to the mountain. So this was really the opposite of boot camp. It really was slip camp today, wasn't it? Slippers and comfort there. And I'll try and get the posters. It would be nice if anyone, I'm not sure if there's a day trip rate. I'll phone up Peter and say, is there a day trip rate for people? But you know, or if people are coming for the full weekend, if they're just coming for a, you know, coming on Saturday or Sunday or something, I'll just see. Right, that's it. And polish the face. Very good, underneath the chin. So Evan likes this one. She says it's good, makes you look down and go, no. And she does actually, considering she's in her mid-70s now, she looks amazing. And her balance is better than mine. You know, and you're supposed to be on a trajectory downwards, you know, and she's defying that. So I'm definitely, yeah, they've just done a summer school in, they'd run out of spaces by the time I could afford it, so, what I might do is pay them in instalments for the next training weekend. So there we are, that's it. Let's go back to that one again, just because it's very nice to do. And Mike says this one you're supposed to do for 20 minutes a day. Now you can do it all in one sitting, or you can just do it sporadically and just tune in. And it's a way of tuning into how you are and what's, you know. Well, my friend that's written a book on the kingfishers, you know, there's when we go around. We'll take you around to nature reserve, and then there'll be a thing of what's about, you know, it's probably what's about in your body. So, embrace the tiger, there we go. So I'm noticing your fingers. That's it, just tune into your body. So hopefully we're feeling a bit better, and then we're going to have our tea. Some tea, excellent. So make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, put together and bow. And it is now tea time. So everyone go and have a cup of tea. Well done. It's tea time. So yeah, we're going to have a brew. Can you put the kettle on? Put the kettle on. And thanks very much for watching. So yeah. Anyway, so take care. Bye.